Hello, welcome to the Business Council of Westchester Member Spotlight. The BCW is the county's largest business membership organization with nearly 1,100 current members. It is our mission to work for the profitability of our members and the prosperity of the Westchester business community. I am Linda Tyler, Vice President of Membership and Programs, and your host today. I would like to introduce our guest, Jason Rusk, Senior Vice President of Restaurant Operations at Wonder. Wonder, a new kind of food hall, is revolutionizing the food industry by creating the Mealtime Super app, operating a collection of delivery-first restaurants and pioneering a new category of fast fine dining, featuring some of the world's best chefs, including Bobby Flay, Nancy Silverton, and Marcus Samuelson, just to name a few. Acclaimed chefs are paired with award-winning restaurants to create a powerful and unique dining experience. Through Dining at Wonder, customers can experience any combination of these chefs and restaurants all together in one order for the first time. The meals are custom made and delivered to your home in 30 minutes or less. I love this, especially for families with a variety of palates. Jason leads the restaurant operations group at Wonder, where he is responsible for building the people, systems, and tools to unlock unprecedented growth. Welcome, Jason, and I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Tell me about Wonder. What is it, and how did this concept evolve into such an incredibly successful business venture?
Well, Wonder is really a new kind of food hall, and it's revolutionizing the food industry by creating a Mealtime Super app, operating from a collection of delivery-first restaurants and pioneering a new category of fast food dining. I think the difference here is that you can order across the platform. You can order pizza if your kid wants pizza. You can have a Bobby Flay steak, and all the variety and all the options can be delivered to you in a really quick amount of time. And I think that's really different.
I think it is too, especially for busy executives who are tired at the end of the day, or families. I remember when my kids were younger, I was picking somebody up from soccer and dropping somebody off at theater, and everybody has their own, taste and what they like, and for everybody to get their first choice, and as you say, acclaimed chefs, easy to prepare, delicious, and delivered to your home. You also have storefronts, correct?
We do have storefronts, so you can order through the Wonder app. You could go in and pick up, or you could also dine in one of our restaurants as well. And I think from there, in those restaurants, is our hub, our kitchens, where we're producing this food, as you mentioned, that chefs like Bobby Flay, Jose Andres, Marcus Samuelson, so many good chefs have helped us create and build not only the menus, but the menu items within there that you can get. And our team members, our chefs in our kitchens are the ones that are actually producing that and delivering it, whether that's to go or at your home.
I love that, and I want to be one of your first public endorsements through the BCW. My daughter has ordered your meals several times. She lives on the Upper West Side. She says they're terrific and they're fantastic. And again, the variety of choice is what I think is key. You might be in the mood for Mexican food one night, Indian food the next. Maybe you want a salad or pasta the night after that. It really is terrific. And I've noticed the choice on your website. It really is exceptional. And that's what I think one of the things that makes you stand out from the rest, correct?
I totally agree. But I'd also say what makes us stand out is the quality of the food. Somebody or anyone could produce Mexican food, but to have a restaurant like Barrio that's so famous in Phoenix, Arizona, and have that delivered to you from our kitchens in New York City or New Jersey or here in Westchester. I think there is so much opportunity in bringing this really great fine cuisine to people all across the country, and specifically here in your neck of the woods.
And you're right, that's so unique because we have incredible dining in New York City, but you're really expanding that. As you said, if there's a fabulous restaurant in Las Vegas or LA, you're partnering with them to potentially bring something that you wouldn't be able to do normally, right? You'd have to literally travel to that part of the country. So you're really opening up and making this a national experience.
Yeah, and I think, our roots are clearly here in New York, and we have quite a few locations in New Jersey with a lot of expansion coming even this year. But I think that this ability to be able to bring cuisines to people all across the country that wouldn't normally get to experience a Bobby Flay steak, as an example, and have it delivered in under 30 minutes is something no one else is doing.
So you're providing a really great, delicious, well-done meal and the experience. And we're seeing, right, post-pandemic, people are all about experiences. I think we all are thinking more about that, whether it's a vacation or a fine meal or it's a concert, but experience is something that we find even more valuable now, I think, that we're really, savoring that.
I agree. And look, I think there's always a place for traditional sit-down restaurants. But if you look at the restaurant industry as a whole, it's really evolved because consumers have evolved. And what consumers, guests, really want is the control of, do I want it in a restaurant? Do I want it at a park? Do I want it at my home? And I don't have all the time to spend making it or buying all the ingredients, but I still want that variety and that optionality and the high quality, and that we can couple that with the things that each of your family members want. There is no veto vote. That is something that is really unique and really cool.
That is, I think that's just such an incredible business model because we've all been there, right? We're sitting down, we're figuring out what we want for dinner. Well, I'm in the mood for Mexican. Well, I want Chinese. And now everybody gets their first choice. I love it. No compromise. Everybody gets exactly what they want. So you have exciting news to share. You want to share it here now with us?
Yeah, so we have quite a few locations that are coming up in Westchester, in West Harrison, Larchmont, and then Scarsdale. And those are opening throughout the summer into the early fall. And we're really excited to be able to service those communities with something that they traditionally haven't been able to get yet.
I love it. And I have to say, as a quick reminder to our listeners, we are so proud to share that Westchester County is home to over 1.1 million people who live, work, and play here. So you chose well. We're very excited. And tell us a little bit about why you chose Westchester County. What made you decide that this was a good area to, expand within?
First, we can't wait to serve the 1.1 million people.
It's a lot of mouths, right?
That's right, and as frequently as possible. But Westchester County, I think, much like the tri-state area, is where a majority of our growth is focused on initially. And so, our first 10 locations that we have are in Manhattan and Brooklyn, and then New Jersey. And this is just a natural progression for us to be able to service more communities and be able to have the people, the resources close enough to deliver a great experience. I think oftentimes you find companies kind of hop around and they don't have the support to be able to deliver on what their promise is. And so that was really important to us, that we have locations near our existing locations so that we can really deliver great experiences every single time.
That makes sense because you've got both the infrastructure and the support network. And, what's so wonderful about Westchester, which I think is it's a very vibrant, beautiful, wonderful community. And it's a mix of busy professionals and families and ages, literally babies all the way up to, people in their later stages of their lives. And so I think you've just got a lot of really wonderful opportunities here to serve and feed people with a discerning palate.
I agree. So I'm originally from Denver, moved to New York. It's been about 9 months. And one of the fun things that I've been able to do is new site tours, looking at new potential sites. And I'll tell you, when I visited Westchester County, I currently live in Manhattan. I was like, wait a minute, I could actually live here. This is even, I wouldn't say better for New York City folks, but what a beautiful place this is.
Oh, thank you for saying that. We're very, very proud of that. It's a county that has everything. We've got sophisticated, large companies, startup solopreneurs, and many, many non-for-profits with worthwhile missions and parks, fine dining, beautiful places to live, a great educational system. We're very proud of Westchester County. We love New York City too, though, I will say. So tell me, what does the future of dining look like to you?
Well, I think back to what I was saying earlier, that people want to be in control. And so I think variety, optionality, and that it's there when they want it. So I see continued evolution of people doing things off premise or at their home or where they would like. And I also think that, people like meal kits. They like all, sometimes you want to cook, sometimes you don't want to cook, sometimes you want to dine out. And I think the cool thing for what we're really striving for is to meet people where they're at and be able to service them and provide great quality food, a range of optionality on their terms.
That really is a great point. And let's talk a little bit about Blue Apron. I know that Wonder recently required this meal kit company. I personally use Blue Apron. It's terrific. Absolutely delicious meals that you prepare yourself with these beautifully color-coded recipe files or recipe cards, I think is a better way to say it, that make it very easy and straightforward. But tell us a little bit about the decision to acquire Blue Apron and a little bit about what's going on with that meal kit company.
Yeah, so Blue Apron has been around for quite a while, and I would say is very popular and well known. And one of the reasons why it fits in so well with Wonder, back to what I was saying on the optionality, if you want to be able to cook your own meals, but maybe you aren't the perfect chef like myself, you can take a Blue Apron kit and be able to have the step-by-step instructions. And all of those things are options on the Wonder platform, on the Wonder app. And so going back to if you want to cook your own food, Blue Apron's a great example of being able to do that. Or you can order meal that's already prepared. There is additional expansion of prepped meals that Blue Apron is just launching. That's probably more up my alley. They are delicious and again, have a lot of variety from a really well-known, well-respected brand like Blue Apron.
I think that's terrific. And you can literally mix it up, right? You can order a couple of meals from Blue Apron and prepare them yourself. And I will admit, I'm not the world's best chef, but I do manage to master these meals and my family loves them and they're delicious. And then nights when you don't want to do that, you can order in and choose something that everybody loves. So that's terrific. And is Blue Apron, clarify a few things for me. It's national, right? I know it's here in New York, but also you can live in a different part of the country and order there as well, correct?
It is based in New York, and it is national. And as we continue to expand, it helps expand our own reach with the cuisines that we couple with Blue Apron. So I think it's a great platform for us to be able to deliver in their backyard, but also for future growth.
It's true because they're really two separate entities, but clearly they're so closely aligned, and you're getting a great meal experience, but a slightly different experience, which is terrific. So tell us a little bit about the $700 million funding round that Wonder recently announced, and how is the team using this funding? Tell us a little bit about what's up in the pipeline.
Yeah, so we, Mark Laurie did a big investing round for Wonder, and with the eye on growth. And how we really plan on using that capital is to expand Wonder locations, giving us the kitchens and the reach to be able to deliver some great quality food from chefs all across the country, famous restaurants all across the country, to more homes in the United States with the near focus of the tri-state area. So this year, at the beginning of the year, we had 10 locations. We're building 25 additional locations this year, wow. 3 in Westchester County, as I mentioned. And then by the end of next year, we'll have over 90 locations.
That's huge growth. That's terrific. And there's, as you know, there's so much that goes into growth from so many perspectives: the infrastructure, the talent pipeline, the expertise, the nuts and bolts of, literally putting everything together in a functioning way. So you've got a really great vision, it sounds like. Yeah,
back to your point, it's not just the investment in physical brick and mortar buildings, but it's also into the people. And I think the key in growth and doing it successfully is really investing in people. And so for us, we're making sure that we're taking the time to hire people even here in Westchester County early, rather than just at the opening of the locations, That way they really know our systems, tools, they feel set up, they feel good, and bringing more jobs that can bring more opportunities for people here in Westchester County.
And that drives our economic development. We love that. And we work with many HR professionals, and they say the same thing, that really having a strong talent base and thinking and building teams carefully, finding the right fits and finding people who love what they do and creating an atmosphere where they can do that is terrific. And you obviously have that same mindset. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I think one of the exciting things about growth is you really get to grow people too. And that's something that isn't often talked about. And I really believe that that's the opportunity, beyond getting some great food here, that people within the community, within the communities we serve, have growth opportunities.
And opportunity is the key word. That makes a huge difference. Well, tell us a little bit about where you see Wonder 5 years from now.
Well, Wonder 5 years from now, hopefully is in many locations all across the country. As I mentioned, starting in the tri-state area, but I really believe there is a big, bright future for Wonder. We're doing something that no one else has done before, and delivering on a promise from the chefs and the great food in a timely manner that I really believe consumers, guests, people want more of. And, over the past several years, the busy lives that have been happening, people just want more options, more control. And so I think that Wonder has a big place in all across the country and even beyond for bringing better food, fine dining food, accessible to more people.
Absolutely. And it really comes down to two things I'm hearing. It's about choice and about experience, which is important to all of us. And busy lives, whether you're, single or you're married or you're working part-time or full-time, you have kids or not, at the end of the day, people are tired and they want to make things as easy for themselves as possible. If you love to cook, you can do something like Blue Apron. If you want something that's very convenient and delicious and delivered to your door with choices, you've got that too, which is terrific.
Exactly. And high quality. I mean, great high quality food.
Absolutely.
I will tell you, the Tejas barbecue that I have never had brisket that falls off the bone the same way that Tejas barbecue brisket does.
Ooh, I like brisket myself. So that, this is another question that's popped into my mind. Tell us about a few of your favorite dishes. What do you particularly love?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the Tejas brisket is one of my absolute favorites. We just rolled out Detroit pizza, and it's not traditionally a pizza I've eaten in the past, but I will tell you, I've had to do some extra Peloton rides to work it off. It is delicious. And I think the thing that has amazed me the most, growing up in restaurants and being around a lot of food over the years, the Bobby Flay steak is it's unbelievable how delicious, how tasty, how juicy it is, even after being delivered to your home. And you wouldn't typically think steak is something that you get delivered, but at a $35 Bobby Flay steak, which is top quality, it's some of the best. That being said, I also, my diehard favorite is lime salt salad bowl that I build from scratch. So I can kind of customize it any way I want. It's delicious.
So you really can. You can curate this experience down to every last dish.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about, what is your why? Why do you love doing what you do, and what do you love most about Wonder?
Well, I think, I've spent my career in restaurants, and I started as a team member running food out to tables and left as a senior executive of a publicly traded company. And I feel really good about the accomplishments that I've had. But Wonder offers something different. It offers some of the same growth opportunities for people, as I mentioned earlier, but it truly is about disrupting something that consumers are ready for a disruption, much like Uber did with taxis, or delivery services have done for food throughout the years. But no one's quite figured out how you make the food, care that it's your food, get it to people quickly, and have the best quality food. No one's figured that out. Wonder has. That's what's different. And that is a really exciting thing to be able to be a part of and to grow with.
You are revolutionizing the dining experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
This has been such a great conversation, and thank you for joining us today and sharing your stories and your perspectives and your insights. And we're thrilled that Wonder is coming to Westchester County late this summer, early fall. I want to remind everyone to be sure to check out the BCW Podcast Network's expansive lineup of shows: Leadership Unleashed, What's Trending, Advocacy Unplugged, Win the Innovation Roundtable, Talent Trailblazers, and don't forget the Member Spotlight. To learn more about membership and the resources the BCW has to offer, please go to our website, www.thebcw.org. Thank you for listening.
The BCW Podcast Network. Build, connect,